Rab explains it all. Math, chem, physics never fall. Subscribe and learn. Ace every test, so Rab explains it best.
Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. Welcome to this video and welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to talk about difficult and challenging average speed questions. This video is going to be presented into two parts and this is the first part. But before watching this video, I strongly suggest you to watch those two videos that I have made for calculating average speed and calculating time and distance when we have average speed first, because I'm not going to explain the formula and concept again, and I'm going to put the link in the description. In this video, we are going to just solve several difficult examples. Okay, this is really classic example. As you can see, a person runs one full lap around the circular track and returns to the starting point in 12 seconds. Okay, first highlight the 12 seconds and see what else do we have based on the information in the figure. What is his average speed? As I told you, this is really classic question, and sometimes you may face this question and the question may ask you calculate average speed and average velocity. But because you have not learned how to calculate average velocity, I'm going to ask only average speed. So the question is asking about average speed. What was the formula for calculating average speed? We had only one formula. S is equal to D over T. Do I have T? Yes, as you can see, the question gave me the T. It is 12 seconds. What about D? Do I have the D? No, I cannot see any meters in the question. But if I look closely, I would realize that the question is telling me that this person is moving around this circle and returns to the starting point, which is A. So if I pay attention and if I be careful, I would realize that D here is equal to perimeter of this circle. Why? Because it moves around this circle and it passes one full lap. Okay, what was the formula of perimeter of a circle? As you definitely know, it is equal to 2 times pi times r. Okay, I'm going to continue. 2. The question tells me that I assume pi is equal to 3. So I'm going to continue with 3. What about radius? I have radius here, which is 4 meters. 4. So 2 times 3 will be 6. 6 times 4 will be 24. What is the unit of 24? As you can see, I have r based on meters. So this one is going to be based on meter. Now I have the D and I have the T. So I can easily calculate the value of average speed. Average speed is equal to D, which I calculated that, 24 over T, which is 12. So it's going to be 2. And what is the unit? I have D based on meter and I have T based on second. Units are corresponding. So average speed will be 2 meters per second. And this is the only correct answer of this example. Look at the next example. It is exactly like the previous one, but there is a main difference between those two examples. A person runs 3/4, not a full lap, okay, of the way around the circle track from point A to point B. So we can realize that this person is moving clockwise. It starts from here and it passes this route that you can see, and it comes here. And it passes this route in 9 seconds. Based on the information that you have on the figure, what is his average speed? What was the formula of average speed? Please do not invent different formulas for average speed. You have only one formula. S is equal to D over T, right? Do I have T? Yes, as you can see, the question told 9 seconds. What about D? Do I have the distance? No, I do not have distance, but if I pay attention to the figure, I will realize that this person, and as the question also said, has passed 3/4 of the way, 3/4 of the circle. So D will be equal to 3/4 times perimeter of this circle. Okay, it would be equal to 3/4 times, what is the perimeter of the circle? 2 times pi times r. Okay, let's replace the value and I'm going to continue here. 3/4 times 2. The question says you can assume pi is equal to 3 and I have the radius which is 4. So these two will be cancelled by each other out and 3 times 3 will be 9. 2 times 9 will be 18. What is the unit of 18? As you can see I have radius based on meters, so this is going to be meters. Now I can calculate average speed easily. S is equal to, do I have the D? Yes, 18. Do I have the T? Yes, 9. So it is going to be 2. Because this is meter and that one is second, it's going to be meter per second. Really easy. Look at this example. According to the information on the figure, what is the average speed for the whole route? It is one of the examples that I have solved for in previous videos, but in this video, the type of information that we have is somehow different. So look, this route contains 3 parts. This is the first part, this is the second part, and this is the third part, right? And the question is asking about average speed for the whole route, not for the each part. What was the average speed for the whole route? I show it with T. I have only one formula, right? D over T. Okay, wait here. If I want to calculate D for the whole route, it means I must add all the distance, right? Distance of the first part, second part, and third part. But pay attention here. Do I have D for the first part? Yes, I have D for the first part. Do I have T for the first part? Yes, I have T for the first part. Do I have D for the second part? No. For the second part, I have T, which is really good, and I'm going to need it. And I have average speed as well. So for this part, I must calculate D first. So D2 is equal to question mark. What about third part? Do I have D? Yes, of course I have D and it is 50 kilometer. Do I have T? No, because this 25 kilometer per hour based on unit, I can realize that this is average speed. And I must calculate T for the third part. Okay, let's start with the second part. As you definitely remember, for calculating D when we have average speed and time, we are going to use this formula S times T, right? So S is 20. I'm talking about second part, pay attention. And T is 3. So it's going to be 60. And because the unit of speed is kilometer per hour and I have the T based on hour, this one will be kilometers. And what about T of the last part? I told you for calculating T, you can use this formula D over S. What is the D here? D here is 50 and S here is 25. So it's going to be 2 because we have this one based on kilometer per hour and this one based on kilometer. This one will be hour. So I have everything that I need and I'm going to replace that in this formula. So average speed of the whole route is equal to, I want the D of the whole route. The D of the first part, distance of the first part is 30. Distance of the second part, I didn't have it, but I just calculated it, right? Here is 60 kilometer plus 60. And for the last part, it is 50. What about times? I have timed the first part, which is 2 hours. I have timed the second part, which is 3 hours. And I do not have the time of the last part, but I just calculate the time of the last part, which is 2 hours. So I'm going to have 140 over 7. 140 over 7 will be equal to 20. And because this one is based on kilometer and this one is based on hour, the unit will be kilometer per hour. Really easy. Okay, it was the end of first part of solving challenging questions of average speed. We are going to continue with the second part. Thank you for watching this video.